Hey team, this is Steve here. Wanted to take a moment now to share with you how we can take a class notebook page and create an assignment for our students to do that class notebook. So that class notebook page. So we've created these worksheets. We have these great assignments that we want to share with our students. But the question I get a lot is, Steve, do I have to go in here and distribute the page, and how would the kids see it? What's the process after I've created the actual worksheet that I want to share with my students? And this process is uber simple because we're using Teams. So in the assignments area, I'm going to go straight to that, and I'm going to create an assignment. So we've all done an assignment before, and if you haven't, this is a great and easy tool in order to get stuff distributed to our students. You don't have to worry about a printer. It is all done straight in this space. So in this one, I'm going to plug in. So I'm going to be sending out to my students. And this is going to be assignment 2 for me. So assignment 2, robotics basics. All right. So here underneath the title, which is required, I like adding categories. Again, this makes it uber simple as we move on throughout the year. For me to find those assignments, I could sort them by quarter, and I can also, on the student side, they can do the same thing. So it's just giving them a little bit of space to organize, or you do a little steps in order for the space to be organized for everybody. So it's not hard to do. We just go ahead and click on the little add category, type in the name of the category, hit enter, and now you have a category that you can obviously use more than once. You can just go back in and click on it. So throw my instructions in here. Again, I'm not going to bore you guys with all the steps, but I'm just going to copy and paste in this right like that. So let's just say these are the instructions for this assignment. And add my point value here. So how do I do it, Steve? How do I add that class notebook worksheet? Real simple. Click on attach, and from here, we'll go down to class notebook. And in the class notebook, you know me, I work for my teacher only space. So I'm going into my teacher only space. I created a section called week 1. And in this week 1 section, I have these assignments. So here is my assignment 2. I'm gonna click attach. Now this step right here, what it's asking you is this. So you've selected the page from your notebook. Let's think of this in an analog setup instead, so it kind of makes a little bit more sense. So you've created this worksheet that you now have on your desk that you're about to bring to the copy center, okay? Or the copy machine. Now, once you have copied this, you now have the students' portfolios or notebooks sitting in front of you. Where do you want to put these copies into their notebooks or portfolios? That's what the software is asking you right now. So it's telling you it's going to print this. It's going to print this document, Understanding the Basics of Robotics. Each student is going to get their own copy. But it's asking you now, once we print this, where do you want me to put these copies in? So you got a little helper here in Teams. It's basically saying, hey, do you want me to put it in this section in order to make it easy for you? Okay, so I'm going to choose a section. I'm going to choose the engineering notes section. I'm going to click done. Now, this page, again, if I were to just hit assign for this class, they're going to get this page in their engineering notes section. But I'm a middle school teacher. I'm a high school teacher. I don't have, I don't have one class. I have multiple classes, and I need for this assignment to go out to multiple classes. And to be honest with you, Steve, I didn't make the sections the same. I might not have done all of them the way I was supposed to. I created them. I know I have notebooks, but I haven't actually set up the sections to match. No big deal. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click on assign to. And in this drop down in just a second, okay, sometimes this happens. It takes a moment for the software to pick up with me. But I'm going to add it to my classes here. All right, so this is going to go to all these classes. Get a little check mark there. And as you see up here, this little assignment here, if I did not create in my students' portfolios in their class notebooks, if I didn't create a section called engineering notes, the software now will create that section for me. So it's basically saying, again, going back to that analog space, I'm going around and I realize your third period, you never created a tab for them to have engineering notes. But no worries, I got you. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in a tab for you. So it's gonna create that tab for you. It's gonna set up that space so that when you print these pages, your students will have them, all right? So it takes all the guesswork out of it. I'm gonna assign it to all my students. I can, go through the standard steps of setting up my due date, setting up the time in which I want it to be turned in by. And then I'll go ahead and click assign. Now, in all of those classes, whether or not I created a engineering notes section, this assignment is now going to be in the students' class notebooks in the engineering section. As you can see there, it's been added to multiple classes. So I'm going to go back in and take a look at this assignment, and I'm going to show it from a student view. Now, when you click on this, the only difference for the students, just so you know, teachers, when you look at the student view, the only difference really is that they're going to have a little bubble here that tells them to turn the assignment in. But they have, this is pretty much what they're going to see. So for my student, they just go to their assignments, or they go to the alert that came up about an assignment. So I'm going to go view my assignment. And on the student view, all they have to do is click on the page, and it takes them straight to that class notebook page. So they can, they don't have to worry about hunting through class notebook if they don't understand how to use it just yet. All of this is right here in that space. Now for me as a teacher, it's just as simple as well. Let me go back here. I can go in and take a look at my students' rosters and click on their assignment from here. I can enter my feedback. I could even do a video feedback if I wanted to, which is really cool now. I can enter my point value, and then I can return this page to my student. So again, it kind of streamlines the process by adding it in as an assignment, okay? So again, all of my classes now have, even if they didn't have it before, let me go to this class here. If I go to assignments, I drill into this class here, as you can see. If I go to class notebook, and I drill into my students' class notebooks here as well, even though I did not create a engineering notes area, now they do have that engineering notes section where this page will be populated in just a bit. So just wanted to share with you guys how simple it is to add a class notebook page in as a assignment, as a part of an assignment. Again, saving you a lot of time, saving you a lot of printouts, and making this process that we've been doing, creating our class notebooks, real simple as we share out to multiple classes. Again, hope this helps, guys. See you next time.